Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of the Three Not So Wise Men. I'm Krais.
I'm Jyck.
And I'm Austin.
And today, our writers are going to be in the middle of an apocalypse. Yes, that is right. Today, we are writing a post-apocalyptic video game.
You still can't say that word.
Post-apocalyptic.
Apocalyptic.
It's like you're trying to say optics.
Yeah, that's what they... Yeah.
But yeah, post-apocalyptic video game.
Thank you, Austin.
You're welcome, Krais. So yeah, for a post-apocalyptic video game, we actually got a wide variety to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
We can look at games like The Last of Us,
Mm-hmm.
which is also partially a zombie game.
Yep.
So there's that. Honestly,
Fallout.
Which is nuclear Fallout, of course.
Days Gone is another one that comes to mind for me. That's a PlayStation one.
Is that a zombie one?
It kind of is. It's a zombie variant one,
Yeah.
I would say.
But regardless, there's a lot of different ones that you can choose.
Yeah.
And there's
As
some
long as-
genres that haven't been chosen yet.
Yeah. I mean, as long as it's just an apocalypse happened, and your game is set after that, and that's the only specification. So it actually is a lot more open-ended than I thought originally until I started really thinking about it. And I was like, oh, I could have fun with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of great choices to do. I mean, I don't know about you all, but I think we should get right into it.
I'm don't
good
see
to
why
go.
not.
All right. I guess we'll get started here in 3, 2, 1, go. End time.
Woo!
I got enough down. I'm fine.
You
That
know-
was truly like writing to the last second for me.
Yeah. You know, I was a little mundane on this one. Because like I said last time, I had a better idea for a movie than I did a video game.
Yeah.
But I'm actually kind of happy with how this turned out. It's not my most fleshed out one. And you guys are going to pick up some similarities to some of my previous video games. But I also feel like it's such a unique take on it with some different approaches to it that I think it stands on its own. So I'm pretty happy with this one.
I'm really happy with mine. This is definitely one I want to flesh out more because I barely got what I got in time. Like I have enough that I have a full pitch, but just barely, and nothing's fleshed out. But I really wanna. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Chris, how you feeling?
I feel good. I just hope I did it justice, you know? Like
Yeah.
I think I mentioned it during the writing, and I'll mention it here. I think this was the pitch that I've done the most research for, because I found myself going into so many different territories of like history and inspiration. That I'm kind of surprised. I wish I could tell you everything I wanted to talk about, but like I only will talk about what I wrote. So
All right. Well, with that note,
yeah.
Chris, you want to give us some predictions for the wheel?
I want to say I'm going last and Jyck is going first.
All right. So me
I'd
in
be
the middle
down
of
for
it.
that.
Yeah, as long as I'm not first, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Not because I don't like this one. I wouldn't mind going first, but I've gone first past 2 episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I just every time I feel like confident, I usually go last. I feel like, but that's
Yeah.
just me.
Yeah.
So,
that's been the like trend since the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, your gut's getting some good info because Jyck is first.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't know why. I just.
Alrighty. Here we go.
All right. Let's find out how right Krais
And
is.
the wheel's glitching out a little bit.
It does. It usually does that.
Chris is spot on today.
Oh.
Because I am second and Jyck, or Chris, you'll finish
Yeah.
these up. Sorry.
I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Hey, your gut was feeling it today, though.
Yeah.
That was correct.
Yep.
Alrighty, I guess with that note,
Is that my first correct prediction for the year?
for year 3, yes,
For
it
year
is.
3, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while since you got all 3 correct, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
good job. So I guess with that note, Jyck, take it away.
All right. So my post-apocalyptic video game is called The 13th Core.
Okay.
So the opening bit will be a narration of the main character, basically giving the exposition that I'm about to give you guys, but with like storytelling, ink blot watercolor style of the images popping up, like an ink blot, and it spreads out and reveals the image in different things as it tells the story. I thought that would be a really cool visual.
Yeah, that's cool.
But the visuals would look just hyper realistic. I'm talking Expedition 33 type of looks.
Yeah.
Like I'm going all out for that one.
Yeah.
So this would probably be kind of the standard pricing of whatever it is. What, $70 now, which is
Absurd.
yeah.
Absurd.
With
Possibly $80 once GTA 6 comes out.
Yeah, things are just getting insane. But I think I would make sure this game has enough in it to warrant that, though.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the few times I'm going for a full AAA game.
Okay.
Yeah. So the premise: 1 year ago, an asteroid hit Earth in upstate New York.
Okay, so we're doing the asteroid route.
Yeah, and while it didn't leave enough of an impact for there to be any casualties in the asteroid. For once, I don't have this actually typed down on how to say it. In the asteroid, there was a element no one had seen before. The U.S. government took it and studied it, and in the asteroid there were many different fragments. And with rocky politics all worldwide, it began to, or they gave pieces to each country in the UN as kind of as a show of good faith. But as experiments into what is now called cores, continued, it was realized when you coursed enough energy into them, things happened. It had chaotic results, giving them the name chaos cores. And when I mean energy, I mean any kind of energy, including kinetic. And these cores did completely different things, but different ones of them tend to lean towards different things. Things like turning everything around it to stone, creating massive blasts of electricity, animating things to move around. It's absolutely random. And the chaos that came about, the actual activation of the cores and the riots and raiding and fighting over the cores, has turned the U.S. has torn apart the world. The U.S. now is basically isolated, and there is no internet. There's barely electricity. Everything is just gone.
Oh no, how are we going to survive?
I can't look up my favorite TikToks now.
TikTok is no longer a thing.
What about Call Me Chris?
He died. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm not on TikTok.
Dan Poffenmeyer TikToks?
Can't help you, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway. As well as every time a core is activated and it has this chaotic effect, little traces of dust is left behind. It is a special dust called chaos dust, and it has varying effects. So you can inhale it, you can put it in things, etc. But when it enters your body, it can get you high, it can help you with different things. It can give you bursts of super speed and adrenaline, it's just completely random. Sometimes you just die in horrific ways, but those tend to be less common, so a lot of people. It is a highly sought after thing. Groups have taken this, monopolized it, created mobs, different raider things, the stereotypical post-apocalyptic groups is kind of what happens all across the US. However, what is known is that there are 13 main cores, pieces that are roughly the size or just smaller than a fist, or ranging from the size of a ping pong ball to a baseball. And they are the most powerful ones, and each leans towards its own specific chaotic effect. I wanted to go in and specify which ones, but I didn't have time. But yeah, for the mechanics of how this game would go, because there's definitely fighting, you will have one long range weapon at a time, a short range weapon, and one melee weapon. I didn't specify more into that, so you'll have a rifle or a shotgun, and then a handgun, and then a knife type of thing. And then I just figure all that out later. And then you can upgrade them using different cores that you gather, and different things. I didn't go further into that. You play as Riley Carter. At the very beginning of the game, you can choose between the male character model and the female character model, kind of what Assassin's Creed Valhalla did, which I really enjoyed. So you're still the same character, but you can choose. You at least have that option. For the purpose of this pitch, I'm going to do just male. So Riley Carter is a young man who's been living with his parents and a few neighbors. in his grandpa's cabin in the woods, isolated from most things, but they're able to live off the land and be fine. Their peace is suddenly ended when a band of marauders discover his young neighbor foraging. The young neighbor runs in, saying, "Hey, they're coming, I messed up," etc., etc. And you jump into the first mission, where you are using guns, whatever, to defend the cabin as marauders come in from all sides. Eventually, this just lets you learn the mechanics, basic mechanics of the game, how to move around, look, etc.
Yeah.
Eventually, the attackers make it in, and they just kind of like pin everyone to the ground, anyone who's still alive. Eventually, their leader comes in, and he pulls out a core. He has recently stolen the 13th core, and he wants to test it out. So he sets it in the center of the room, looks around. Your character's dad is fighting. They're just trying to stop this. And he takes a hammer and slams it down on the core to see what happens. What happens is an explosion of massive crystals that impales almost everyone in the cabin, except for you and one marauder. You and the marauder are pushed out of the cabin and down a hill. You somehow make it with only minor injuries, but as you do that, one of the crystals shatters around you, and the dust gets into your character's bloodstream, and you see this like glowing happen beneath your skin, and the character, like, it goes into a third person's perspective as you're just kind of twitching and changing. Your body is changing, and during this, the marauder attacks you, and you just punch, and he just shatters. This game is rated MA. And he just shatters, and you with a burst of super strength. You run back to the cabin to find your loved ones dead. Only your young neighbor is alive, and she has a massive crystal in her abdomen, and you comfort her as she dies into your arms. You look over at the core that did all this, sitting on the still intact table. You reach your hands out to it, and suddenly it just whooshes straight into your hand. As this happens, you hear vehicles in the distance coming in. Not exactly sirens, but a bunch of people are coming. You get scared, and you run. As you run, there's people around. You're not discovered, but you know they're heading in your direction. And suddenly, you're running. All of a sudden, you're in town, running, boom! You run into a van, and two people hop out with ski masks on their face, throw you in, and the screen goes black. You wake up in some basement lab, and you meet Callie and Dr. Marks. Dr. Marks is researching chaos, and she is keeping him alive. This is an uncle and niece who have teamed up, trying to discover how the chaos cores can be used to benefit people. She is an MMA fighter who just really loves survival, camping, and all of that. So she's the person you want around in the apocalypse. He is a ex-NASA scientist who focused more on geology and those things. But when he was studying one of the cores at NASA, he was affected by it, and while his intellect went up, he has these fits. We'll get into that later. But basically, now you have super abilities, which includes the ability to sense cores when they're nearby, and you can summon that 13th one to your hand, as you said. And the 13th one's chaos leans towards creation. And Dr. Marks, after a few days of helping Riley recover, gives him a device that allows him, that he just kind of straps to his hand. It allows him to send energy into the core however much he wants at will. And this leads to you start hunting the other 12 cores. And this is most of the game. The first one this is the only example I have of a specific mission hunting a core. There'd be a lot of things like this. You have to stealth/fight into the main office of a history museum that has been taken over. And in the main office, you find a woman who uses one of the cores that focus mainly on freezing things. And then after you finally beat her, you have a cut scene of reaching for the 12th core. And as you hold it in one hand and the 13th in your other, the 12th gets sucked into the 13th, leaving only a small part of it exposed on top. This gives Dr. Marks an idea. After a lot of trial and error, we'd get some cutscenes, maybe some montages, and this would happen over time as you collect a few more cores. He makes it so you can use the device to send energy into only specific cores at a time. basically lets you select which powers you want to use at the time. Is basically what I'm thinking. And the powers vary. I'm just, again, didn't have time to figure it out. But that mysterious group that came in after the cabin was destroyed was Vault. Totally didn't steal that partially from Fallout. I just needed a corporation.
Don't worry, I think I almost did that a couple times.
Yeah, I was like, I need a name of an organization. And they want to have a monopoly on the cores to establish a government in the U.S. again. They're not necessarily bad, but they definitely are going to, be the top of this new government and have all the power.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want them to be like inherently bad guys or super power hungry and corrupt. I wouldn't even say misguided. It's just some of them are bad and some of them are just good. It's like it's a group of humans that are forced to survive together, and some of them mess up. I wanted this part of it to be very human.
There's lots of shades of gray.
Yeah, that's what I wanted, like a full spectrum of things in this. We see a lot of good people, we see a lot of bad people, and oftentimes they're stuck together and they have to be to survive. Is something I really wanted in this. But along the way, you travel with Kaylee and Dr. Marks, and you kind of become a new family as Dr. Marks helps you upgrade your gear, and Callie assists you in training to fight. There won't be, like, things where it's like, you walk up to Dr. Marks' science lab, and you choose, like, to upgrade this thing because you have collected these items. It's more, after you beat a certain mission, you get a cutscene with them, and they're like, hey, I discovered this thing, or hey, I'm going to teach you this new move, and unlocks those abilities as you progress in the story.
It's not like a skill tree, it's just a list of abilities that you can perform.
Yeah, it's unlocking as opposed to skill tree. It's like, you have a set list of what you can do. It's definitely not very customizable, it's just, you build your character. So it's not really a big one you can replay, but like, this game is going to be very long, and with the visuals and the quality of it, it would be very much worth it for sure. Along the way, how you discover Marks has the fit is you wake up. This would be pretty early on. And Marks is in a fit, he's destroying everything around, and Callie has to like pin him to the ground until his fit's over. And she lets you know about the fits and saying, hey, they're becoming more frequent. When Marks is himself again, he explains he has found a way to use the cores. He believes he has found a way to use the cores to cure many things, like wounds, diseases, including himself. And that's why they're trying to find more of these cores so they can actually help people and help him as well. As you go along, this will be later, after you find out that these cores can be used to heal. Marks has believed he discovered a way, but he hasn't tested it yet. He needs you to wait. But one of the missions, you infiltrate a large walled town that just kills all the outsiders regardless, because they know they're safe if they do. And in there, you steal the core. You're discovered, there's a massive fight going on, and in that fight, a few innocents are caught up in it. And at the end of it, you go over and you try and heal them, even though Marks warned you not to yet, because he doesn't know if it'll work. It could be worse, but it works, and you fully heal them, letting you know that, hey, not only is this possible, you're on the right track. Finally, jumping to the end. You run into Vault as you recover the last core after this big fight, and then I'm gonna have two leaders of Vault. One's a more belligerent guy, and one's a more calm-headed woman. And in it, they find all three of you are finally there. It's kind of a standoff, and the belligerent guy grabs the final core, and he's going to threaten to put an obscene amount of energy into it. I don't remember exactly how I wanted to do that. Maybe he's going to shoot it in that insane amount of kinetic energy, something like that. I don't know. Didn't figure it out. Doesn't matter. Anyway, as he's slowly backing away, trying to escape with this core, his partner attacks him. Like, there's a whole scene where they argue. It's like, hey, no, what you're doing is wrong. You're trying to take over the world and be a dictator, basically. As he slowly starts away, his partner attacks him, trying to get the core away from him. But in it, he triggers it and sends all that energy into it. There's a pulsating blast that goes out 10 feet, killing them both instantly. Then it starts shrinking and enlarging and building up energy. And Dr. Marks and Callie are on the radio or whatever talking to you. throughout this, you have been able to partially absorb the core's energy from the different cores, so you can have these abilities partially inherently, and then you just kind of activate a core to enhance them more. And I'll go more into the abilities in a second, because I had a few thoughts. But basically, they're on the headset, and it's like, oh no, what do we do? This is going to destroy this massive city we're in. I didn't pick one. It's probably going to be like Chicago, or like that size of a population that still has that many people in it. And so you're like, I can absorb it. No, that'll kill you. That energy still has to go somewhere. You can't just make it disappear. You end up absorbing the energy, and they come in, carefully take you into the van, and start driving you out of town. There's bumps along the way. Oh, sorry, I skipped the part. So as it's pulsating and pulsating, throughout the game, you have been absorbing like the chaos dust that you use, so there's none left behind. Bits of the core, so you can use like the abilities of each core partially without having to fully activate it to a degree. I'll get more into that in a little bit. But you understand, like with the 13th core, you can absorb all of the energy that's coming out of this core, which is, I'm going to say, the first. So the final, like, mission, fight, whatever you want to call it, is you absorbing this power as things start swirling around you, and the things start getting animated, and they start attacking you. So, like, you're getting attacked by, like, a filing cabinet, a closet, a desk, like, random things as you're destroying those, and then you're in the center, you're trying to absorb it, and you win, you know, not by beating the boss or anything, but by taking it all into you. I was thinking of it would be having some sort of effect on you as you go, but I wasn't exactly sure what. And finally, you absorb it all, and your body just kind of shuts down. Dr. Marks and Callie finally get you. They try and pick you up, but you're like burning hot, you're glowing. You have the force of a massive bomb contained in your body. They carry you down to the van that they first picked you up in, and you slowly start driving out of the city, and we get a scene of them just looking at you, worried, you looking around, and they get you, and finally you end up on a large cliff overlooking the city. You're a safe distance away, and they help you sit down overlooking it, and Riley tries to send the others away, but they won't go. And Riley just goes, what will happen, Dr. Marks? All the energy has to go somewhere out there, out here. Well, it'll be us three that will. It's not too late to go. Kelly wraps her arms around yours, and just goes, you know, this is a beautiful view, and you know they're gonna stay. And Riley goes, ask Dr. Marks, what'll happen after this? He's like, the cores will be destroyed, all that energy, all this, they can't contain this much energy. There'll be a massive amount of chaos dust, but that'll be all that's left. So this'll end. I don't know if it'll end everything that's been happening, but they won't be causing any more problems. And then we just get a scene of them just sitting quietly in a peaceful thing as you begin to glow more and more. Fade to black. So I really wanted to have like a beautiful story that goes along with having all these cool powers and abilities in this post-apocalyptic world. And I was thinking for like these powers, it's like, you know, you create a wall of crystals or a wall of ice. Maybe one of them's fire and you can shoot fire blasts. One is like bending reality to a bit, so you can like touch a wall and it like turns, it like swirls up and turns into like a tiny version of it and just falls and lets you walk through. Different things like that is what I was thinking. Yeah, that was a very long explanation of my pitch, but I'm honestly really proud of it, so I'm not going to apologize.
No,
that's what I got.
I don't think you need to apologize.
Yeah.
It was good. Really good setup. Good use of a meteorite apocalypse. Mm-hmm. Really good, interesting gameplay. Really beautiful story with it. I really don't got a whole lot. I thought it was a pretty well thought out one.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I love that you did something different than just, oh, zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, that was nice. I'm also just a sucker for, like, elemental things.
Mm-hmm.
My only note, and this is just a tiny thing, is I kind of wish there's a skill tree. Usually with these kind of powers, there's a skill tree. I know why you don't want one, but that's just a me thing. I would still play the hell out of it.
I would definitely say it would benefit with a skill tree, but honestly, I thought it was pretty solid all around.
Yeah, no, I loved it.
Yeah, in regards to the skill tree, I kind of wanted to go more off of like the original like Metroid Prime games. It was like you needed a skill to progress in the story, and you just got the skill. It wasn't like you were unlocking and getting things more powerful skill tree. It was like you go in here. It's like, oh, your blaster can shoot fire now.
Yeah,
type of thing. That's what I wanted, because I kind of miss. I've been kind of getting bored of skill trees recently.
And that's totally fair.
So, I just wanted something different personally.
Yeah, no, I think, but either way, I think it works. It just personally skill tree.
Yeah.
Real quick before we move to you, Austin, any idea what the each core would do? Just out of curiosity.
If you wasn't able to, like, it would be like one like distorts reality, like I said, and shrinks things. One like creates ice. One maybe fire. One like affects gravity and lets you like like super jump type of thing. It'd be one like makes plants grow or something like that. It's just a bunch of 12 different, completely chaotic, and I think some of them are going to be really out there, but I'm not exactly sure. I just didn't have time. The last thing I planned to do was go in it and label each 13, but I just didn't have the time.
Yeah.
So hopefully maybe sometime in the future I can develop this a bit more, and yeah.
It's good. Austin, what do you got?
Alrighty. So, for clarification before I get into it, or deep into it, I'll say like the last 10 to 15 minutes, I kind of had like an ADHD. Oh, let's go here, and so I was kind of jumping all over the place. But, so this is a little half-baked.
Yeah.
But I like it.
There you go. That's what's important.
Yeah.
What my game is called From the Ashes.
Ooh, okay.
So the synopsis is 700 years after all the world's volcanoes erupted simultaneously.
Oh, okay.
The underground survivors resurfaced to find that the world has become a geological wonder. Play this open world-esque third-person platformer as you explore the surface and try and find supplies and save your colony.
Interesting.
This is it. I like this.
So when I say open world-esque, I mean a big inspiration behind this game was actually Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and likewise a Survivor. So you've got stuff that you can explore as an open world, but it's definitely more platformer, linear-esque. But there's some stuff to look around and find collectibles and stuff.
Like you can go to different areas and then explore that.
Yeah, it's not like a giant Red Dead Redemption 2, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt kind of open world, but it's more of a little bit smaller, so like Tomb Raiders, Jedi Survivor.
That's what I was thinking.
That kind of esque. That's kind of what I was going for this one.
That makes sense.
The price is not right. I changed it to 50 initially, but then as I kept going, I was like, oh no, I gotta bump it up a little bit. So what I'm aiming for is like a high AA studio game project or a low AAA studio game project.
Okay.
This game is rated T for language and cartoon violence. Because the art style is similar to Sea of Thieves.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So very, very bright, vibrant colors and just very cartoony characters. Yeah. But the character models are a little bit better than Sea of Thieves because some of them are a little rough.
They were hit with the fugly stick.
Yes, they were.
Like myself.
Yeah.
You really feel that way?
No.
Oh, goodness.
Alright, so the story is a little bit half-baked in my story section, but there's a little bit more keys to it as I go into world design and levels. But the basic story is you play as a custom character similar to Hogwarts Legacy, so you get to choose it. You get to choose what faction it belongs to, facial hair, all that stuff, voice. So there will be voice acting in it. It's just going to be, like customized. Yeah. Basically like Hogwarts Legacy or even the Ghost Recon games.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And basically your goal is to hunt and find supplies for your colony. Here's the big one. You can play... There's different stories as you play through different factions in multiple smaller campaigns that are each about 10 hours long.
Interesting.
And this game is mostly a single-player one, but it can be played up to 2 players.
Okay.
So it can be a co-op game.
Nice.
Before I go down to it, I'm going to say what the factions are. There's the cave people, so the people resurfacing. And this was when this is about when I was about 15 minutes through it. Then I kind of just changed up, because originally it was just going to be these cave lords, very Vault-esque, like Fallout, especially the Fallout TV show.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, what if because I like these other factions, what if I made them playable and the campaigns were shorter? Because I always wanted it to be a smaller game, but I was like, you know what, let's just build it on top. That's why I made it go up to a AAA game.
Yeah.
But we'll have the cave people. We'll have the plant folk, which is actually nature's resurgence. So like there's literal plants that have come to life.
Oh,
and
cool.
Part of me also kind of feels like they kind of absorb some of the remains of humans and other stuff to become these living plants.
Interesting.
And they'll serve like a plant god or something, or Mother Nature herself.
Yeah.
We have the water folk, which are humans, but they survived the volcanoes because they were out on the ocean or got away from everything, and managed to have survivors. All the human survivors that survived up on the surface, they'd all have like these little mouth breathers that they could put up. That's how they would be able to how they survived through it. And with the water folk in particular, they already had like mouth breathers for underwater exploration. Yeah. So that was for them. This one I thought was pretty funny, but we have apes. I brought Planet of the Apes in it.
Nice.
So, and I honestly think that in my headcanon, the apes are going to have the most customization for it, because you can choose between chimpanzee, gorilla, orangutan.
Is the leader of the apes Buck?
Buck the ape.
Buck the ape?
Yeah,
Buck
from the first.
No.
For the audience, I don't know if they know about this. I think they do.
I mentioned it. I'm pretty sure
we talked about it during the first year anniversary. Why I introduced Buck as Buck the bear? Because I named it Buck based off that. No.
Yeah.
There is something else though related to the apes. We'll get to that.
Okay.
And then this faction is not a playable faction, because these are like the core villains that were going to be like the final boss set.
Yeah.
And that's just the free people who are just like these generic ones that kind of just survive the surface and they've rumbled. So very Fallout-esque characters.
Gotcha.
All right, so some of the gameplay for it is you're going to be climbing up old city buildings that are covered in foliage and have been taken by nature. You're going to get to swing between trees and vines like Tarzan.
Ooh.
This is a fun little social play to the game. You're going to be able to fight other factions or choose to make peace between the tribes, or you can set them out to go against each other so you can try to swoop in underneath them and take their resources.
Nice.
All right. Again, like I said, it's half-baked, so these aren't fully developed levels, but some levels I came up with is you're going to explore the ruins of a New York-esque city to discover how their power's on, because what I'm seeing for this city, it's very solar punk. So it's kind of an emergence of tech and nature.
Yeah.
And I just thought it would be really cool. I really like the idea of Times Square, like still having its screen on, but there's like vines and stuff growing over it.
Oh,
and I thought that just provided a cool visual, and then, like the cartoony art style would just make it pop a lot more.
Yeah.
So you're going to discover how the power's on. The boss fight will be a core, just like a general enemy boss that's human, and you have to use their tech against them. So I figured like some sort of fight that uses a lot of electricity and nature, and figured you try to use that against them.
Nice.
There's going to be a sea level where you swim through and climb through the coastline, and part of the design for it's going to have like those net-based ones, kind of like I talked about for the Pokemon pitch, as well as like Avatar Way of Water, those like little net platforms. I thought it looked really cool. And the boss fight is a high-speed boat chase working back inland.
Ooh.
Next level is you're going to be exploring the kingdom of the apes as they going through it, in grassy mountains and big forests and stuff, kind of like what they were held up in Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, as well as War for the Planet of the Apes. And then the final boss is a giant gorilla, so you're basically fighting King Kong.
Yes.
And then the final.
Wait, does he go apeshit on you?
Yeah,
Literally.
you literally just put that image of a cartoon shit just going down.
Fling!
Exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking.
You get hit with it and you're slowed down and you have to like.
I'm seeing that whole boss fight run in my head now. Thank you, Krais.
Jyck has his head in his hands, disappointed.
Like I said, cartoon mischief game.
Yep.
A few moments later.
But the final location will be one of the active volcanoes, or one of the volcanoes that have become reactive again. And it's basically where the boss fight's going to be, who's going to use more advanced tech that kind of resembles all the boss fights in the game. So you kind of have to use all the abilities you learn throughout the game.
Nice.
Just some general world stuff. There's going to be tall trees that are just, they look hundreds of years old, so big, wide trunks. There's going to be some of those trees that are going right through old buildings. One cool thing I thought for, like, traveling around the world would be, like, giant bouncy flowers that are kind of like the mushrooms in Mario. So you just can jump on those and get a high leap. Of course, we got the buildings that are overgrown with foliage, and then the specialized water zones having the net and walkways like I talked about. Just some general world stuff.
Yeah.
As you're traveling through, you're going to be able to establish camps or set up camp to, save your progress and, just kind of relax a little bit. You can also use the camps to craft gear upgrades, as well as making campus accessories, so just make the camp look a little bit nicer. I thought one feature I didn't put down in the gameplay was hunting, so I figured you could use hunting to, like, oh, here's some decorations you could put up, or here's how you can improve this tent or something. And then also this is going to be for your trophy viewing, so you can see your collectibles as well as what status you are, so for those of you that are trying to platinum or 100% it.
I am not a platinumer.
But you are a 100%er.
Yes, that I will say.
Just some example of some of the gear I got is you're gonna get a grappling hook, so you can do a little Batman going on. You're gonna get a water breather, so you can do some underwater exploration.
Yeah.
I put down that you're gonna get some climbing axes, which is a little Tomb Raider inspiration, but you're gonna be able to dual wield them, and they can be dual wielded weapons. And they can also just help with your movement and climbing up rough surfaces.
As soon as you said axe, pickaxe,
mountain climbers.
Yeah, my brain immediately went to the second Tomb Raider, where you're like climbing on the ice, because I know that's your favorite. But yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the inspiration behind this game.
Yeah.
All the games that I played. And then classic bow and arrows. Some enemies that you'll come across are just like humans, grunts, and those would also go to the apes as well. I thought it'd be cool to see some piranha plants, so you get a little bit of Audrey 2 action. Sharks in the water zones.
Sorry.
Oh no, that was definitely called for. But yeah, like sharks in the water zones.
Yeah.
And I feel like with the nature getting so much better with it, I was thinking that possibly in some of the rivers, some of the freshwater sharks come up into some of the riverways.
Ooh, sharks.
Bears would be in the zones that you can come across. I have... Yes. Not buck. No buck.
You have apes and bears in here, but buck is not in here? Not even a reference?
No.
Okay.
I might have an ape named Caesar.
Fair.
Yeah.
But I have cave troll in here, but they're not really cave trolls. They're like people who just kind of went berserk underground, so they're just kind of crazy people that kind of jump out at you.
Yeah, that's me.
For the collectibles, you're going to get energy vials that you can pick up, just like yellow cores that you can collect, and that will give you some XP. And then there's also relics that you can pick up and then place around your camp, which consists of newspaper headlines, toys, and other stuff from a previous time period.
Yeah.
Some things that I just wanted to mention that I saw but didn't get a chance to put down. With the interactions between the characters, I kind of like the idea of taking a little inspiration from Witcher 3, spin on how you interacted with people and stuff. That will provide alternative endings outside of the main story.
Oh, fun.
There was something else I thought of but didn't write down, but I can't remember it. But yeah, that is my pitch.
Nice.
Do you want to go first?
Yeah, I don't have much. As you said, it was half-baked. There's a lot of things that weren't fleshed out, but I really liked the visuals you created in the world. It felt silly, but like in a good way. It was just like, this is ridiculous. I love it.
That's kind of why it was half-baked, because I was like, I just like the world building of it a lot more than it is the actual story or gameplay, just because like it's got these influences from other ones, but it's just like such a unique world.
It feels just like an adventure game set in a world. That's like all it really is.
I'd play it.
Yeah, that's why I was swinging for like a nice little double on it.
Yeah.
Wasn't trying to make it a big high play game, but just like, hey, this is a version I can just hop on. But kind of like sometimes I replay Batman Arkham Asylum just because like it's super short and you just play through it.
Yeah, I don't think it warrants raising the price over $50 though. I'm sure if you develop it more, you can like justify that.
Yeah, the main reason is because it is a 50-hour campaign, 40-hour campaign, just because each small campaign is 10 hours.
Yeah, it's 10 hours.
So it's just that they stack up on each other. That was about the only reason why it was bumped up to $60. Again, I'm not shooting for the $70 or $80.
Yeah.
I'm just like, we're gonna say it's $60 because there is a lot more development for the campaigns on it. But other than that, I would just, if it wasn't for the additional hours, then that could always be cut. It would be $50.
Gotcha. I don't think I really have any. Silly, goofy fun.
Yeah, what I was going for.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Good world building. I like the different the tribes. I think they're interesting. I love that you brought in the whole Planet of the Apes angle as well. That was a nice touch.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. You don't really see a lot of like volcano apocalypse games as well, so I commend you for that.
Yeah, so another reason why I decided to go with it, make it more solar punk, is because of a certain thing that's actually true to life. It's called primary succession, which basically what this is, over time, molten or cooled lava, over time it becomes real land, and then it becomes lush with nature.
Yeah.
So I was just like, what if we just did that, got rid of a good portion of humanity, and then, nature took over.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. I mean, well, all the volcanoes in the world are roughly at the same time.
Yeah,
but like,
I mean, there's always got to be some sort of
like
out there thing.
You could always say like some kind of solar flare kickstart the magma in the earth and just.
But no, the like how nature reacted to like the world being covered in ash type thing makes sense. I like what you did with that.
Yeah, it was good.
All right, Krais, what do you got for us?
Okay, so I actually no longer feel bad about being a little cheeky with mine. And
You're welcome, I guess.
So I love like zombie apocalypse games. I just feel like it's been really overdone lately. That's why I like different angles on post-apocalyptic games.
You said it right.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Yay!
Let the angels sing.
So
I was gonna add that in post.
Yeah. No need now.
I am doing a sequel to a game series that I love very dearly.
Oh.
I might have mentioned it before in top 5.
Skylanders.
No, actually. Horizon Forbidden West.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good series.
This is my pitch for the third installment, and hopefully the final one. Just to clarify for the audience, I've played both games entirely, the first one twice, and I've also played the first DLC. I have not played Burning Shadows, but I did get a spoiler in the... because of a certain thing in my pitch, and I'll explain about it later. But...
I mean, when it's a sequel, yeah.
For reference, I have not played any of them.
Neither have I.
Yeah. I want to. I fully plan on to when I have the money to
they're
go.
Great.
In time. Yeah.
If you don't know the premise, it's basically humans go away, they terraform the Earth, and blah, 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 blah. So, obviously spoilers for the second game, because this is taking place like shortly after the DLC in the second game. So, Aloy is left with knowing about something called Nemesis. It is this massive AI, like, destructive cloud coming from space for a lot of different reasons. But it's coming towards Earth, and they need a way to destroy it. So I basically went through the plot, but I'll say that later. I want to talk about the new features I added, and I'll just some of the fun stuff first. Obviously, I would add, like, there would be some new machines. Each machine is based off of different creatures, so I did some research into that. Some some actual creatures, some dinosaurs. I went in a little bit of a different direction because the idea is they're being made more destructive than ever before. So I'm going off of mythical creatures as well.
Oh. So
there's a Hydra robot now. There's a dragon one as well.
Okay, I was about to say.
There's basically a kraken or a squid one.
Yeah.
Naturally.
That's kind of like a mid-game boss battle.
Yeah.
I also really want to see an ankylosaur robot, so I added that one in there. And
sorry, Ankylosaurus is my favorite dinosaur.
No, they're a pretty good one.
Yeah. For the record, Jack did a little cheer, little happy dance, little red pump fist. And since we're stopped real quick question: what is the the post-apocalypse for Horizon? Is it AI?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This is probably good for both Jack and I because we haven't played
Yeah.
this.
No,
I know a little bit, but not
So
much.
basically, a long time ago, in a future, past ours, I don't remember the exact date, but basically, this dude by Ted Fargo, I think is his name, he basically made this robot series that can mass produce and feed off biofuel. And it goes rogue, and basically, not only does it feed on plants and animals, it also feeds off of humans. So what they have to do is, I can't remember her name, but this lead scientist, who is the genetic mother of Aloy, the main character, creates the Zero Dawn Initiate, which basically lets humanity go into a reset. They make this AI system that can terraform the planet on a wide scale and also reproduce the world with new all known animals and plants, and even genetically grow humans as well, and also teach them about all of everything from our lives with a very extensive library of all the history, art, and all that, blah, blah, blah.
So the apocalypse is like the bots
Taking over,
yeah, okay, gotcha. And then that happens after.
Yeah, that's all before the first game.
Yeah.
Where was
Thank
I?
you.
Yeah, no problem. A new robot that I also wanted to introduce in my last one is a hippogriff, because...
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, right? So you have land mounts, but you also get a flying mount. And I thought it would be really inconvenient to be like, okay, I'm riding. I need to find a flying creature. Where do I find a flying creature? So I think it would just be the easiest to have a creature that could do both, particularly for convenience, as this is the third one.
Yeah.
Another thing that I also did a lot of research into, or I shouldn't say a lot, but I wanted to...
It was 30 minutes,
Yeah.
but yeah, still.
I wanted to go more into is the different tribes. Each tribe is a little different and is based off of some kind of new culture, and I wanted to develop it, but I just didn't have time. But there would be 3 new tribes, more deserty people. I feel we get people who live in Saharas and stuff like that, but we don't have true people living in the desert. Also, I just think it would be cool if there was some more mountainous people. And I couldn't think of a third idea. The point is, I have 3 new tribes in this new area that we explore. And of course, new weapons and outfits that you can wear and use throughout the game. Also, since we've kind of been doing prices lately, this one would be standard $6 as the other games were.
Standard $70 now.
Yeah.
And would be about 30 to 40 hours in terms of completion.
Yep. Standard $70.
Yeah.
So the plot is, like I said, this AI cloud basically is coming to Earth, Nemesis, and they need a way of destroying it. So Aloy and her team basically come up with the idea of, if it doesn't have a body, since it's in this AI cloud, what if we give it a body? In the games, there's something. One of the machines that destroy the world is called a horse. This thing is ugly, like me.
Oh my god.
I'm kidding, but this is basically what it looks like.
It's like a squid on.
Yeah.
Oh damn, that is
Insect
ugly.
leg.
Yeah, it's this thing is massive.
Yeah.
It's bigger than cities.
Oh.
This is one on a mountain surface.
Oh god.
Yeah, this thing is massive.
Damn.
There was hundreds of these destroying the world.
That explains why everyone died. Yes.
Yes. So their thought process is, if we can't to stop Nemesis, we need to give it a body. Let's give it a body. So they want to shoot a Horus into space to capture this Nemesis and blow it up.
Cool.
Just a little Star Wars.
Yeah.
Send some planes up, go shoot it down.
Yeah.
I mean, with how they've set up the first and second one, I had to make this big.
Yeah.
So
Watch Krais predicts exactly how someone listens to this podcast. They're like, "Well, we got to start from scratch."
As of recording, the next PlayStation State of Play is next week.
Yeah.
So.
So they need 2 things in order to get this to work. And I have it set up into 3 acts. I'll give you a quick synopsis and I'll call it a night. But the 2 things they need is they need to get Gaia, the AI system that helps terraform the world, back to 100% completion. For both of you, it was destroyed at the before the first game, and is currently incomplete. But the past 2 games have been completing it. So it's missing 3, I believe, but the 3 I'm talking about today. Hephaestus, which is making all the robots that you kill. Hades, which is kind of like a reset for the system, and Apollo, which is every information, like all the art, history, and all that I was talking about, that was also lost to time. So they need to find the rest. Act 1 is finding Hades again, because that's kind of how the second one ended, with losing Hades, and you have to find it again. And so with Hades in hand, they start developing the Horus to be able to be launched into space to capture it. That's kind of Act 1. And then Act 2, Aloy has to go to this new territory, which is in current Asia, because that's kind of where they're setting up the next game, or at least that's how the vibe they gave off in Forbidden West. Because they need to make some AIs to be able to contain it. It's not going to be able to... the Horus isn't going to be able to just capture this thing. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention, the name of the game is Horizon Cradle of Tartarus. Which, for those who don't know, Tartarus is the prison that holds the Titans in Greek mythology. And since all the AIs are named after Greek mythology gods, ought to be cool.
Yeah.
Aloy goes to modern-day Asia to meet these new tribes, and all along the way, I really thought it would be cool if... as she was sailing that way, the squid pops out and you have to fight the tentacles or something like that. I think that would be cool. Yeah. But Act 2 would just be finding the facility to help make the AIs that they need. And I even named them too after real Titans. Fun fact. That was another thing I did research on. The 3 AIs that would do the main tasks of containing Nemesis are Kronos, Hyperion, and Themis. I won't go into specifics, but point is, this is kind of cool. Yeah. And then Act 3 would be the war with Nemesis. They launch the shell, basically, at Nemesis, and are able to contain it. And Aloy is stuck in the shell and basically blows it up after evacuating. She crash lands, and the end of the game reveals her, on a bench, just enjoying life with her arm missing. So she can no longer shoot a bow. Yeah. I just think that would be an interesting way of ending it.
It's definitely an interesting way.
Yeah. People might be mad with it, but I think it's fitting. It's forcing her to retire because she's been doing a lot in the last 2 games. Jesus Christ. Again. Holy fuck. What? Just play the second one. Oh my god.
So just give the girl a break.
Yeah, give the girl a break, and I'll make her lose an arm if I have to. But yeah, that's kind of the general outline that I was going for. I wanted to focus on all aspects of it and not get the plot exactly filled out. That makes sense. Just because I wanted to talk about the robots and stuff like that. But
also, neither of us have played the first 2 games.
So. Yeah. So, but yeah, that is my prediction or my hope for how the third one ends. And the reason why I mentioned I haven't played the second DLC, and I think I got spoiled for it, and I think might be proving my theory, is you actually fight one of those things in the second DLC. So I don't know. I haven't played the second DLC, but I know it wakes up, and you fight it, and I'm scared to buy it now.
All right. Yeah. Austin?
Yeah, I think overall I liked it. The only thing I'm going to say, and you already kind of acknowledge it, is that maybe find an alternative in it and, cutting her arm off for her retirement. Maybe just finally push her into it. Find some way that she can be happy so that she doesn't have to go out and kill a bunch of robots. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good thing. I can't justify how connected it is with the other 2 because I haven't played them, but I thought it sounded good. And as long as if that ending gets tweaked a bit, I think you got a good one.
I mean, again, I haven't played the first 2 games, so I really can't say much realistically. For all I know, that ending perfectly is fine. It would actually go really well with the fans. It's heartbreaking, but she's happy, so it's okay type of thing. I don't know. Makes me want to... I mean, I already want to play the games, but it makes me want to play them more. it definitely. You said you needed big because the second game really ramped it up, and that for sure is big. You're launching something into space. So.
I'm launching. Okay, for the audience, please look up just a Horus from Horizon Forbidden West, and you will see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It is massive.
Don't worry, YouTube peeps. I will pop one up for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
No, it's yeah. So I don't really think I can say much anything. For all I know, this seems like a really good third game. Yeah. I like the thought you put into it. Let me say, I think you put a lot of thought in. From what I can tell, it fits really well.
Yeah.
Like I said, I did a lot of like research into like Greek mythology, dinosaurs.
I think it shows
animals.
too.
Yeah. Also, Horus is Egyptian, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, cool. It's just you exclusively said Greek, and I just wanted to make sure if there were any actuallys in the chat.
Actually.
Anyway.
Overall, though, I'd say that everyone had some pretty good games today.
Yeah.
Really intriguing, kind of good aspects all around.
Yeah, it was very. Also felt very. It was very different for sure. We have another installation to an established series. Mine was a lot more down to earth, AAA, which is really not my not what I typically do.
I think we all kind of just did a little different.
Yeah.
We kind of
Yours
branched
is-
out on this one.
Yours is still an Austin pitch, but it's definitely out there for you.
Yeah. You can definitely see some of my influence,
Yeah.
and you can see some of my favorite aspects in video games across these past couple pitches I've done.
Yeah. No,
But yeah.
I don't think I would have expected any of what we said in advance.
No.
Any.
I thought someone was going to do a zombie game.
For sure, I was expecting. I kind of thought it was gonna be Krais, if I was being honest.
I wasn't necessarily expecting zombies specifically, but something akin.
I was actually expecting AI from Jyck, but
Oh no.
That was me today.
yeah, it was
Sorry,
you.
I'm too frustrated with it. It hits too close to home. If I'm being real, like we're already headed that way. I need some escapism.
Need a
in
break
my
from
video
that.
games. Yeah,
All right. Well,
I'm so sorry.
it's all right.
Should we find out what we're doing next time?
Yeah.
Too bad, Krais.
Fuck!
Because I just spun the damn wheel.
Damn it! I just want to be chaotic and disruptive. Flips table.
Ooh.
I am on the other side of that table. It's also my table.
I'll buy you a new one.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna be happy with this one
Oh no.
Oh.
because it's create a traditional Western movie.
Oh.
Oh, Western movie.
I've been wanting to do a movie, and it's gonna be the first movie pitch for year 3. So
Yeah. I'm still on like a video game kick. But traditional Western movie?
yeah, reason for the audience, we have 2 versions of Western pitch. We have I guess at one point we had 3 because we did have that Western video game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did that one.
Yeah.
But we did traditional Western movie more so that way we keep Jyck back in the correct time period because otherwise Jyck might make another Star Wars, which is basically just a space Western.
What?
Yeah.
Fuck?
I'm making a Cowboy Bebop.
No, I had an idea.
Oh. Chris was just looking at my wall, and I was like, what happened to my
Yeah,
wall?
we thought he was looking at something. Jyck and I were like, what? Krais has an idea for a Western, though?
What? Why?
It's...
Why would
I'm
you
telling you now, I'm going to find some weird, obscure thing that happened in that time period and make it work.
I think I'm gonna do something really out there, like more out there than Krais territory.
I'm scared.
I am very interested to see what you two cook up.
Yeah.
But, yeah,
No, I'm going to do the most stereotypical Western movie and just out Western Austin somehow.
You want to bet about that?
I will
I
practice
guarantee-
the dialect from now until then if I have to.
Okay, Krais, don't know this, and the audience. I think Jyck and I are going to have a Western off next episode.
This podcast ain't big enough for the 3 of us. Shoots Krais.
Damn it, that was the wrong one. But yeah, that's something to look forward to next time.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode. Please let us know which post-apocalyptic video game would you play. Also, be sure to check out our YouTube channel. We got a lot of stuff coming up that way, and we got some fun things planned down the road.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
We got a lot of things planned down the road. We got some things coming up. We got
we're busy.
yeah.
Out of the 3 year or 2.5 years.
Oh, not even 2.5, 2 and something.
2 1/4.
2 1/4.
2 1/4.
2 and some change years we've been doing this. I think this is us being our most ambitious yet, and I'm here for it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
But yeah, we hope that you guys follow us along with it. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Quick, we have to batten down the hatches. Zombies are going to be getting in here any moment.
Don't worry, I got this.
Quick, send the robot into space.
Oh god, we're dead.
The Three Not So Wise Men. Grace Baker. Jack Green. Oscar Michaelis. Special thanks to Louis Trotter for the amazing intro. See you next time.